I'd like to share with you a very interesting question where you need to determine the letter of the alphabet. You're presented with 26 letters of English alphabet, and you need to determine which letter in this alphabet is the 7th letter to the right of the letter which is 10th letter to the left of the one before last letter of the alphabet. You have 4 different choices. Choice A, letter X. Choice B, letter W. Choice C, letter V. And choice D, letter O. Can you determine the answer? Give yourself a little bit of time, maybe pause this video for 10 to 15 seconds to see if you can come up with the solution. Ready or not, let's move forward and get to the correct solution together. As you might be well aware, in English alphabet there are 26 letters, and the letter one before last is letter Y. 10th letter to the left of the letter Y would be letter O. Let me demonstrate it to you. If I am currently at the letter Y, let's count 10 letters to the left of the letter Y. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You see, I ended up on the letter O. Now we need to determine 7th letter to the right of the letter O. Let's do the math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. As you can see, this is the letter V. So the correct choice here is choice C, letter V. Hopefully you've nailed this question and now know how to answer similar problems on the test. Here's an interesting question where you need to determine dice's number at the bottom. Dice was rolled twice, and dice's numbers have been captured in snapshots 1 and 2, with numbers 1 and 6 at the top. The dice was rolled again. You need to determine the number at the dice's bottom if number 5 is currently at the top. You have 4 different choices. Choice A, 1. Choice B, 2. Choice C, 3. Choice D, 6. Do you see the answer? Please take a close look because the answer may not be obvious. Maybe pause this video to give yourself a little bit of time to find the solution. Are you ready? Let's move forward and get to the correct solution together. To solve this challenge, let's take a close look at the dice's snapshots. Based on both snapshots, we can learn that numbers 4, 1, 3, and 6 are all adjacent to number 2. Because dice only has 6 sides and corresponding 6 numbers, based on the 2 snapshots, we can determine that 5 must lie opposite of number 2. This is why if 5 is at the top, then 2 must be at the bottom. Did you figure it out on your own? Please share your thoughts and the way you solve this challenge in the comment section of this video. Here is the frequently used question to test how logical are you. You need to determine if conclusion is correct based on the statements. Let's look at the statement. All soccer players are sports persons, and all sports persons are fit. Conclusion. Some soccer players are not fit, and you need to determine if this particular conclusion is correct. You have 4 different choices to determine if conclusion is accurate. Choice A, it's reasonably correct. Choice B, it is correct. Choice C, it's incorrect. And choice D cannot be determined based on the information available. Do you think you know the answer? Give yourself a little bit of time, maybe pause this video and take another look at the statements and at the question itself. Ready or not, I am going to move forward and reveal the solution. As you might be well aware, in logical world, there is a formula. If A equals B and B equals C, then you can reasonably conclude that A equals C as well. We can look at our original statements as A, B, and C. For example, the statement all soccer players are sports persons could be an equivalent of A equal B, and then all sports persons are fit could be B equals C. Based on these two statements, we can reasonably say that A equals C, which would mean that all soccer players are fit. Our question, though, asks us if some soccer players are not fit. Do you think it is correct? Based on the information provided, it is not correct. So the correct choice here is choice C, incorrect. Because the correct answer based on the information we have is all soccer players are fit. Do you have a better way to solve this question? Please make sure to share in comments. And if you're trying to get ready for the test and need additional questions to practice, please make sure to check out additional materials in the description section of this video. Here's a tricky problem that you might find challenging to solve. You're presented with the pyramid. Top of the pyramid starts with the missing number that you need to calculate. If you go down, second row contains numbers 29 and 34. Next row contains numbers 11, 15, and 16. Following row has numbers 4, 5, 8, and 6. And then the last row has numbers 2, 1, 3, 4, and 1. You need to calculate the missing number, which is in the top row. And you have 4 different choices. Choice A, 59. Choice B, 63. Choice C, 67. And then choice D, 73. Give yourself a little bit of time, maybe 10 to 15 seconds, maybe a little bit longer, to see if you can answer this question. Did you solve it? Was it hard for you? Let's move forward and I'll share with you my solution. But obviously, if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post it in comments. Tricky problem, don't you think so? But the solution to this challenge is really simple. To calculate it correctly, you need to move from the bottom to the top. And if you look closely at the pyramid, you will notice that the higher row is calculated as the sum of bottom values plus the increment. And increment also increases with each row by 1. Let me demonstrate. If we look at the numbers in the bottom left corner of the pyramid, you see numbers 2 and 1. Sum of 2 and 1 is 3, but then we add the value of the increment, which is 1, and the calculated value is 4. Let's continue with the sequence. Next set of numbers is 4 and 5. 4 plus 5 is 9. And then we need to add the value of the increment, which also increased by 1. So now instead of being plus 1, the increment is plus 2. 4 plus 5 plus 2 equals 11. Based on this information, the missing value can be calculated as 29 plus 34 plus the value of the increment, which would be plus 4, which equals 63 plus 4, which equals to 67. So the correct choice here is choice C, 67. Hopefully you've nailed this question on your own and now know how to answer similar problems in the test. Here's one of my favorite questions, which validates if you can think out of the box. You're presented with the rectangle, which contains 3 rows. First row has numbers 2, 8, 4, and 5. Second row has numbers 6, 2, 9, and 3. And the last, third row, has numbers 9, 7, 4, and then the fourth number is missing. Can you calculate it? You're presented with 4 different choices. Choice A, 7. Choice B, 8. Choice C, 9. And then choice D, 12. Give yourself a little bit of time to see if you can do the calculations. Maybe pause this video to see if you can come up to the solution. Are you ready? Let's move forward and get to the correct solution together. As usual, my advice to you, look for patterns. Let's first check the patterns in the rows. Let's sum up the values in the row. 2 plus 8 plus 4 plus 5 equals 19. Second row, 6 plus 2 plus 9 plus 3 equals 20. Looks like there's no pattern. I don't see any pattern, do you? Let's check the columns. The first column has values 2 plus 6 plus 9. Sum of those equals 17. Let's look at the second column. 8 plus 2 plus 7 also equals 17. I think we're getting somewhere. And then the third column is 4 plus 9 plus 4 also equals 17. Based on this information, we can calculate the missing value. 5 plus 3 plus question mark would be equal 5 plus 3 plus 9 also equals to 17. So the correct choice here is choice C, 9. Hopefully you've nailed this question and now know what to look for on the similar problems on the test. Here is the question which took me as a complete surprise. You need to determine how many squares are presented in the picture. You have 4 different choices. Choice A, 28. Choice B, 30. Choice C, 32. And choice D, 36. Can you determine all of them? Give yourself a little bit of time. Maybe pause this video to see if you can come up with the answer. Ready or not, I am going to move forward and share my solution with you. And obviously, if you have a different answer, please make sure to share in comments. I couldn't believe it, but I counted 30 squares in this picture. Let me show them all to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Did you count all of them? Did you see any additional ones? Please make sure to share in comments. And if you're looking for more questions like this to get ready for the test, please make sure to check out the description for additional resources. Here's the question for you to see how well you would do on the real test. You're presented with 4 triangles. Each triangle is of a different color and has numbers in the corners. You need to calculate the missing number. And you have 4 different choices. Choice A, 0. Choice B, 1. Choice C, 2. And choice D, 3. Give yourself a little bit of time, and when you're ready with the answer, make sure to post it in comments so I can give you my feedback. Thanks for participating and good luck. Here's a very interesting question from the most recent test. You need to determine the number of squares in the presented shape. You have 4 different choices. Choice A, 22. Choice B, 20. Choice C, 18. Choice D, 14. Do you see the answer? Give yourself a little bit of time. If you're trying to recreate conditions from the real test, you can give yourself between 15 and 20 seconds. This is about as much time as you get. Ready or not, I am moving forward to share with you final solution. Believe it or not, I counted 18 squares in this shape. Let me share them all to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. I hope I found all of them. Do you see any additional ones? Please make sure to share them in comments. And if you're looking for additional practice questions, make sure to check out the description of this video for the link to the ebook. Here's an interesting question from the recent test. You need to figure out the word from the 5 letters you see on the screen. The letters are H, A, B, E, and C. Do you see the word? Give yourself 10 to 15 seconds, maybe 20 seconds. You can pause this video to see if you can figure it out on your own. Make sure to use all the letters and make sure to use each of the letters once. Ready or not, I'm going to move forward and share with you my solution. But keep in mind that a lot of times multiple words can be formed, so if you see another word, please make sure to share it in comments. The solution I found is the word beach. Let me spell it for you. B-E-A-C-H. C, H. Do you see any other solutions? Make sure to post them in comments. And if you'd like to improve your ability to guess the words, you can play word games, read a lot, and practice crosswords and puzzles. Here's the interesting question where you need to select the word which is opposite of the word common. You have 4 different choices. Choice A, trivial. Choice B, routine. Choice C, general. And choice D, exceptional. Do you see the solution? Give yourself a little bit of time, maybe pause this video to see if you can come up with the answer. Keep in mind that during the real test, you can't use internet or your smartphone. Ready or not, I am going to move forward and reveal the answer. You can come up with the correct answer by thinking logically. For example, the opposite of the word common is the word uncommon, which means that among the given choices, exceptional is the word which is closest to meaning of uncommon, and which is also the opposite of common. Let's look at the definition. The definition of exceptional is unusual and not typical, which is not common. So the correct choice here is choice D, exceptional. Hopefully you've nailed this question and now know how to answer similar problems on the test. Would you like to try your own skills now to see how well you can solve the challenge? This is your opportunity to find the next number in the sequence. You're presented with 3 different numbers, 33, 55, 77, and one number is missing. You have 4 different choices to select the solution. Choice A, 97, choice B, 99, choice C, 105, and choice D, 107. Give yourself a little bit of time to see if you can solve this challenge. And once you're ready, make sure to post your answer in comments. This would allow me to give you my feedback. Thanks for participating and good luck. Here's the interesting question where you need to calculate the missing number. You're presented with numbers 11, 44, 99, and you need to continue the sequence and determine the missing number out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 111, choice B, 133, choice C, 155, and choice D, 176. Do you think you know the answer? Give yourself a little bit of time, maybe pause this video to see if you can calculate the solution. Ready or not, I am going to move forward and reveal the answer to you as well as the calculations. And in fact, the solution for this problem is rather simple. You just need some creativity and energy to get it solved. My advice to you, always look for patterns. Let's look at the pattern for this particular question. The way first 3 numbers are calculated is by multiplying the single digits incrementally. For example, the first number is 1 multiplied by 11, which is 11. The second number is 2 multiplied by 22, which equals 44. The third number is 3 multiplied by 33, which equals 99. So the missing number can be calculated as 4 multiplied by 44, which equals 176. So the correct choice here is choice D, 176. Hopefully you've nailed this question and now know how to answer similar problems on the test. Here's an opportunity for you to try your skills and solve the challenge. You need to determine the shortest time to cross the bridge. 4 people can cross the bridge in different durations, 3, 7, 13, and 17 minutes respectively. Only 2 people can cross the bridge at the same time. You need to find the shortest time for 4 people to cross the bridge. And you have 4 different choices. Choice A, 17 minutes. Choice B, 20 minutes. Choice C, 34 minutes. And choice D, 12 minutes. Can you calculate the answer? Give yourself a little bit of time, and if you would like me to validate your solution, please make sure to post it in comments. Thanks for participating and good luck. There is something fascinating about the questions where you need to count the number of squares. Let's look at the picture presented on the screen. How many squares can you count? You have 4 different choices. Do you see 7 squares, or 8 squares, or 9, or 12 squares? Give yourself a little bit of time, maybe pause this video to see if you can come up with the solution. I counted 7 squares, so my answer is choice A. Let me show them all to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Do you have a different number? Please make sure to post your solution in comments. And if you need more questions like this, please make sure to check out description for additional resources. And now, here's the question for you to try your skills. You need to determine how many triangles are shown on the screen. You have 4 different choices. Choice A, 8. Choice B, 10. Choice C, 12. And choice D, 14. Feel free to pause this video to calculate the right answer. And make sure to post your solution in comments so I can give you my feedback. Thanks for participating and good luck. Here's an interesting question where you're presented with the very unusual shape and you need to count how many squares are shown on this picture. You have 4 different choices. Choice A, 8. Choice B, 12. Choice C, 15. Choice D, 18. I'm gonna give you a quick hint. Please take a close look and you will see that some squares are inside of the other larger squares. Let me share with you my version of the solution. And obviously, if you count a different number, please make sure to share in comments. Believe it or not, but I counted 15 squares in this picture. Let me show them all to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Did you count a different number? Do you have a better way to solve it? Do you have a system to solve these types of questions? Please make sure to share your thoughts and ideas in comments. Here's an interesting question where I would like you to try your skills and post the answer in the comment section of this video. Which number has the lowest value? You have 4 different choices. Choice A, 1/3 plus 0.4. Choice B, 1 plus 2.1. Choice C, 0.20 plus 0.31. And choice D, 6/10. Do you see the answer? Give yourself a little bit of time, maybe pause this video, and once you're ready, please post your answer in the comments. This would allow me to give you my feedback. Thanks for participating and good luck. Here's an amazing question which tests your imagination and spatial thinking. You need to determine how many triangles are shown in this figure. Take a close look and select 1 out of 4 different choices. Choice A, 7. Choice B, 10. Choice C, 12. And choice D, 17. Do you know the answer? Give yourself a little bit of time and use as much of your imagination as possible. Maybe pause this video and give yourself 20 to 30 seconds to determine the answer. Ready or not, I am going to move forward and reveal the solution to you. At least the solution I found. And obviously, if you have a different solution, please make sure to share in comments. Couldn't believe it, but I counted 12 triangles here on the picture. Let me show them all to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Did you count a different number? Please make sure to share in comments. And also please share how easy was it for you to solve it. Thanks for watching. If you liked the content, please give us a like and consider subscribing. Thanks for all your endorsement, support, and patronage. For additional helpful information, please make sure to check out links in the description. For detailed list of available resources, I encourage you to check out resources page on our website, howtoanalyzedata.net/resources. If you know someone who would benefit from this content, please consider sharing the link. Please leave the feedback, corrections, or suggestions in comments. And all the best on your journey. I'll see you in my next video.